Welcome, listeners, to Snippets of Knowledge. Today, we're diving into the time-tested wisdom from Napoleon Hill's classic, Think and Grow Rich. Whether you're on the train to work, cooking up a storm at home, or just taking a leisurely walk, this episode is your key to unlocking the secrets to success and wealth in your own life. So, make yourselves comfortable, grab your notebook for those golden nuggets of wisdom, and let's journey together into the heart of personal achievement, as told by one of the pioneers of personal success literature. Get ready to be inspired because this, my friends, is powerful stuff. Desire is not just a wish. It's a keen, pulsating want that transcends everything else. Napoleon Hill places it firmly at the base of all achievements, especially when it comes to accruing wealth. He's not talking about a simple I want, but a burning I must have. And believe me, there's a world of difference between the two. Hill explains that the force of a clear and powerful desire is the essential starting block to elevate your dreams from the ether of your mind into the reality of your bank account. This isn't daydreaming, it's an obsession. When you channel this level of desire, every action and thought you produce naturally aligns with your ultimate goal, which in this case is the accumulation of riches. Realize that desire, according to Hill, is more than just intensity, it's clarity. The more precise you are about what you want, the easier it is for you to lay down the plans and psych yourself up to cross the inevitable hurdles. Solidify your wants into a white-hot desire, and you'll find the mobilization of willpower almost effortless. It's this kind of desire that ignites the spark, which turns thoughts into actions and eventually actions into wealth. So ask yourself, what is it that you truly desire? What is the wealth you're aiming to achieve? Can you see it clearly in your mind's eye? Because when that vision is laser focused and your desire is as strong as steel, you're setting up the foundation to not just reach, but grab hold of the riches you're after. And that's the potent revelation from this timeless classic. Desire is the starting point of all achievement. Keep that desire burning, folks, and let it propel you forward in the relentless pursuit of your dreams. To Hill, faith is much more than a hopeful outlook. It's the bedrock of success, acting as a powerful catalyst in transforming desire into reality. This isn't about blind optimism, though. It's about cultivating a profound belief in your purpose, so intense that it's almost tangible. Hill urges us to harness this unwavering confidence, not just as an abstract feeling, but as an active practice through visualization and positive thinking. Let's unpack this. Imagine a goal, your goal. It could be financial independence, a career milestone, or perhaps a personal achievement. Now visualize that goal with crystal clear detail. See yourself achieving it, reveling in the success, feel the emotions that come with it. This isn't daydreaming. This mental rehearsal preps your subconscious for the real-world actions needed to make it happen. Through constant, positive reinforcement of our goals and desires, Hill argues that we can condition our brains to work tirelessly towards the attainment of those aims. It's as if by thinking it, we are building the pathway to bring it to life. By implanting these seeds of success into our subconscious, they can take root deep within our psyche and influence our behavior, propelling us towards our goals with a relentless drive. To Hill, this certainty in oneself and one's purpose is non-negotiable. Can you equip yourself with this level of faith? Think of faith as the internal engine that turns over every time you edge toward doubt, keeping you firmly on the path to accomplishment. Visualization and belief aren't just about thinking it. They're about embodying the win before it's even happened. That's the power of faith. That's the intensity Hill believed was necessary for true achievement. Autosuggestion, my friends, is your built-in mechanism for influencing your subconscious mind. It's like a secret handshake between your conscious desires and the part of your brain that quietly works in the background. Napoleon Hill teaches us that our subconscious accepts what we repeatedly tell it, turning our affirmations into a reality. It begins with self-instruction, directing positive thoughts and goals into the deeper layers of our psyche. Just think of it as planting seeds in a garden. You sow these seeds through affirmations, watering them with faith and expectancy. As they take root, they start to grow. And before you know it, your thought seeds have blossomed into actions and eventually results. But remember, it's not just about mindless repetition. It's about feeling the emotion and certainty behind your words, as if what you aspire to is already yours. Hill was adamant that autosuggestion is no mystical art, but a psychological technique available to all. By harnessing it, we set the stage for the other principles in Think and Grow Rich to flourish. Every successful person you can think of, whether they know it or not, has applied this principle. They've spoken to their subconscious with purpose and clarity. That's the true power of autosuggestion. So let's start speaking to ourselves with intent and watch as our deepest desires begin to materialize into the rich tapestry of our lives. All right, let's dive into one of the most critical aspects that Napoleon Hill discusses in Think and Grow Rich: the power of specialized knowledge. Hill doesn't just talk about any knowledge, he's referring to the specialized kind, the sort of know-how that's not just academic or even professional, but it's explicitly tailored to achieving your unique goals. Now, this kind of knowledge is not something you'll find in a traditional classroom setting or a standard textbook. It's often gained through personal experience or through keen observations in the world around you. Think about it. The people who have amassed vast riches and success, they're the ones who knew something specific that others did not, something they could capitalize on. So what does that mean for us? It means we have to become lifelong learners, always seeking out that niche expertise that aligns with our ambitions. It's about drilling down into the details, honing skills, and acquiring insights that will give us that edge. Whether it's through mentorship, specialized courses, or simply getting your hands dirty and learning through doing, the acquisition of specialized knowledge is absolutely essential. Hill emphasizes that having just the foundation, general knowledge, isn't enough. To accumulate wealth, we've got to build the house. That's the specialized knowledge on top of the foundation, tailored to the vision of what you want to achieve. The power lies in utilizing that knowledge and leveraging it towards achieving financial success. Remember, in the wealth game, the more specialized your knowledge, the more valuable you become. Put simply, it's not just what you know, it's how you use what you know in the pursuit of wealth. Imagination is truly the workshop of the mind. Napoleon Hill places an extraordinary emphasis on this faculty. He believes it's the soil in which every success story is rooted, where creative visions aren't just daydreams, but the blueprints of our future achievements. But why is imagination so pivotal to wealth and success? Well, it's what allows us to see what doesn't yet exist, to envision our goals as already accomplished. Hill splits the concept into two forms: synthetic imagination, which rearranges existing ideas into new combinations, and creative imagination, through which hunches and inspirations are received. Nowadays, we're surrounded by the fruits of imagination, from the technology in our hands to methods of modern communication. All were once mere sparks in someone's mental workshop, cultivated and brought to reality. So how can we leverage our own imagination? Start by giving yourself the freedom to dream big, and then harness those dreams by shaping them into clear and actionable plans. Foster an environment that encourages creativity, and no matter how unattainable a vision may appear, treat it as a preview of life's coming attractions. Hill's insights remind us that every great product, every thriving business, and every advancement in our world once lived solely within the imagination of someone who dared to dream. So, what will you create in your mind's workshop? It might just be your first step towards carving your name into the annals of success. If you're itching to turn your dreams into reality, the key might just lie in organized planning. Napoleon Hill stressed this in Think and Grow Rich as the vital bridge between desire and achievement. It's about shaping your burning desires with a detailed blueprint for action. Think of it as crafting a roadmap for your journey to success. Without it, you could find yourself wandering aimlessly, no matter the intensity of your desires. Organized planning is not just about to-do lists or deadlines. It's the strategic alignment of your knowledge with practical steps. It's about identifying the resources you'll need, setting up the right team if necessary, and anticipating challenges. Essentially, you are laying down the tracks for your ambition to barrel down. Remember to be flexible, though. The best plans are the ones that can dodge life's curveballs. Hill explains it's not enough to have a plan A. A plan B, or even C, is equally critical. Adaptability ensures that when faced with an obstacle, you've already got a detour mapped out. So take that smoldering desire of yours and encase it in a crystal clear plan. That's how it transforms into action and paves the way to your riches. Keep that in mind, and you're on track to engineering your own success. One of the most striking messages Napoleon Hill conveys in Think and Grow Rich is about the power of decision-making. It's fascinating to realize that the difference between the ultra successful and the rest of the crowd often comes down to being decisive. Hill believes that the habit of reaching definitive and prompt decisions is one cornerstone that wealthy people have built their fortunes upon. Here's the kicker, though. Decisiveness is not just about making decisions quickly. It's about mastering procrastination and standing firm against the fear of failure. Success, Hill teaches us, requires taking risks. And to do that, you must decide to act. We've all been there, letting indecision paralyze us, because we're scared of making the wrong move, right? But according to Hill, it's this very indecision that holds many people back from reaching their full potential. Hill drives this point home by reminding us that every decision, or the lack thereof, has a consequence. By deciding not to be held hostage by procrastination or fear, you can move forward in creating the life you want. And it's not a one-and-done deal. It's a practice. Honing the skill of decisiveness is an ongoing process, a trait that must be cultivated diligently. Decision-making, then, isn't just about choosing. It's about committing, about banishing doubt and fear long enough to take that step forward. So making decisions is truly about control, taking control of one's destiny and shaping the future with both hands. Isn't it liberating to think of it like that? It's not just a choice, it's the mastery of your own path to success. Napoleon Hill makes it unquestionably clear that persistence is the iron quality of character. Persistence is to the character of man as carbon is to steel. It's the sustained effort necessary to induce faith, which is the bedrock of any attempt to transform desire into its monetary equivalent. Think about any individual who has left a mark on this world, and you'll see a common thread. They simply refuse to stop. They face setbacks, failures, and ridicule, yet their persistence turned barriers into bridges leading to their success. This staying power comes from a deep place within, a conviction in one's vision so profound that it becomes almost impossible to shake. Hill teaches us that without persistence, you will be defeated, even before you start. But with it, victory is almost assured. This persistence is what makes you press on when everyone else gives up, to learn from defeat, and to charge forward with an even stronger resolve. Remember, the road to success is dotted with many tempting parking spaces. It's persistence that ensures you don't get too comfortable in those spots, but instead, you keep moving towards your dreams. So what's your vision? Do you have the endurance, the unyielding spirit to continue when the going gets tough? Hill's advice is timeless. Nurture the habit of persistence, and you nurture your own success. And there we have it. A whirlwind tour through Napoleon Hill's treasure trove of wisdom in Think and Grow Rich. It's evident that Hill doesn't just give us principles, he offers a philosophy of personal achievement that has stood the test of time. The transformative ideas we covered, from the kindling spark of desire to the relentless spirit of persistence, aren't just about accumulating wealth. They are about cultivating a mindset for success in all areas of life. Let's not forget the power of faith, a belief in our vision so strong it can materialize our deepest desires. Or autosuggestion, where consistent self-affirmation can influence our subconscious mind, setting the stage for our reality. What about specialized knowledge and imagination? These aren't mere concepts, but tools to carve out our niche and bring innovation to life. Do remember, though, it's not knowledge alone that's power. It's organized and intelligent planning, decisions made swiftly and firmly, and most importantly, actions persistently taken towards our goals. So I challenge you, yes, you listening right now, to apply these principles. Refuse to let them be just another podcast episode you listen to. Make them a blueprint for your transformation. Because success, wealth, the life you dream of, it's not just a stroke of luck. It's a path you create with each step rooted in these time-tested principles. Take that step today. Aim high, start where you are, and go forth with the certainty that you can achieve personal and financial success. Thank you for tuning in to Snippets of Knowledge. Reflect on how you can integrate the lessons from today's episode into your life. Remember, it's not just about knowledge, but also application. So take a moment today to think about how you can apply Napoleon Hill's principles to reach your own pinnacle of success. Stay curious, and until next time, keep growing, because personal growth is the seed of all achievement. Goodbye for now.